Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Minecraft Mech and Magic. Last time, we spent a little bit of time gathering some stuff and starting a process and setting up a structure that will help us along the way of Ars Magica 2. The structure is right back there, where we set it up last time, made of purple blocks and emerald blocks. Because I figured that purple blocks was better because in book it says so. Because it's in the books, it says plain and simple in structures, a crafting altar that purple blocks is for. So obviously I chose 4. Yeah. And we chose emerald because it's the only one that I have currently that is better. So until I go get sunstone and stuff. So yeah, I'll have to go prowl the nether for that stuff. So anyway, today we're going to work on getting my first spell. Off camera, though, I spent some time and I got the moonstones out of the chest because we saw them over there, and we made which one's which? This is moonstone crops. This is the Ventium crops, and this is blue topaz crops. Eventually, I'll get sunstone, and I'll make sunstone crops and replace the experience crops, but I'm leaving those there for now. I also had to unmuck up the nether crops here because they were messed up. And eventually I'll repurpose this farm that I will no longer need because this was made for the heart canister thingies and I don't need them anymore. So that is a thing. So yeah, because I'm max heart, so that's the thing. Anyway, let's gather me I think it's a book and quill. I'll need one. So we'll go ahead and get one. And we're going to wander over here to this lovely Oculus human picture right here. Because this is where you decide what spells you want to be, what you want. Now, I'm trying to decide exactly what I want to go down. Probably, I don't know. I can go healing stuff. So we're going to go, let's see. We're going to go, used to a way to level it up is by going touch and dig. It used to be a way to level it up. I'm not sure if that's the way to do it. I did go ahead and select them, but I also want to eventually get self. And there's also a light spell. That's actually quite wonderful that I can place lights everywhere. But I'm pretty sure it's going to burn my magic, but yeah. So we're going to actually go ploop, and we're going to hit touch. And we want to hit dig. And we're going to call it diggy. We're going to call it diggy spell. And we're going to pull out this unfinished spell. A spell recipe. Is that right? Did I actually do it right, or did I mess it up? I'm pretty sure that's all you do is you put touch and you put dig there. I think so. And then if I look at it, just touch. Yeah. And here's what I need for this spell. Alright, now this is where it's going to be fun. All these things that I've been gathering all this time. Won't take me long to get this stuff. I need, first off, a blank rune, Ventium dust. So this is why I wanted the Ventium blank. See, I have a ton of blank slates. Blank rune. I'm going to make a butt ton of these. Blank rune. We need Ventium dust and a feather. Ventium dust. A feather. Raw fish clay. Raw fish. Can I turn you into a fish? No. Goldfish turns into a gold nugget. Do I have any fish hanging around here? Oh, I got tons of fish. Alright. That's a way to do it. I know how to get fish. Pam's Harvest Craft. Alright. Fish. I'll put some in there. So when I looked for them before, clay, iron shovel, clay. Which clay? Is it this clay or that clay? Clay, iron pickaxe. So it's this iron shovel, iron pickaxe. Not the withering one. Why did it reverse it from the other one? And then it wanted iron axe and spell parchment. Iron axe. Not like I can't just do this right here. And iron Z. And spell parchment. We're also going to make a good bit of these because I will be making several spells. So we have my ingredients in here for what I need, which is quite fancy. I have plenty of room there for bits that I may need to add to this thing. All right. So, of course, to start the same, there's my book. Here's my construct that I've already got built. So let's toss in the first starter, which is a blank room. And now it wants Ventium dust. And now it wants a feather. Now it's a fishy. I always love the effects of Ars Magica too. That's why I was excited when I found out it was in here. I was like, I have this lovely, fancy mod back again. Iron shovel. You want the iron axe now, so that means it's going to want the iron pickaxe next. And then, last but not least, it's going to want the spell parchment. Ta-da! Apparently I have all the sounds turned off, so that's the thing. So we're going to right-click, and we're going to make it. We're going to get to name it. And we can name Diggy the Diggy spell. The Diggy spell. We're going to leave it. And we're going to choose this little icon, I believe. No, we're going to name it this little icon. No, I'm going to show that it's the Diggy spell. We're going to have it the little paw. The little paw because you're like a dog digging. Or a cat digging. Whatever one. But there you go. There's Diggy the Digging spell. It's nighttime. So let's go dig something. This should work because that's the whole thing. A lot of times you make spells and they're kind of dumb. Yeah. Yay! Look at that. I can dig anything. Not anything, but I can dig into a mountain with magic. Which is pretty good. I'm almost out of mana at the bottom. You can see at the right screen, the blue bar is going down. That's my mana bar. And now you can see that it's purple. That's because I have run out of mana. It actually goes up because of the burnout. Because the red bar is burnout, the blue bar is actually my mana. See, I have leveled up to 4 at the moment. I mean 3. Because there's actually a way. I forgot how to get the UI up, but there's a way you can change it to where it actually shows numbers as opposed to others. So it's actually more helpful to have the numbers. So that's one thing I'm gonna have to figure out how to turn the UI on in. I think it's a to config. No. AM to config. Help. Let's see. Let's see. Page help to set hearts, nope. Help 3. Enter storage help, no. Help 4. Blood magic help, Britannia, download latest, no. Help 5. There's 5. There's tons of pages. Clone, no. Help 6. Debug, clone, blah blah blah, help 7. Evilcraft config. So there's an Evilcraft config. But it seems like if you're on the first page because of Ars Magica, it was 6. I just did 7, 8. So it's 8th page next. Blood Magic's help. There's Blood Magic's help. Level up Tinker's. Oh, you can level up your Tinker's tools. I didn't know you can do that. The more you know. I'm just trying to see if I can find it real quick. Because there is a way where you can set your UI. I can see my seed if you want to see my seed. There's my seed. Of course, the deal is, as I said, it's kind of messed up right now because of the world gen of the situation of new items and stuff. Stop summon entity, set spawn, set world spawn. I can actually set my world spawn if I wanted to. Help 17. Yeah, I don't know. I have to look it up. It might not even be in the help pages. That's pretty sad. I can pause out and look and see real quick. Hang on a second. Okay, apparently it is this. There we go. Here we are. This is what I wanted. Show mana, burner bars. Yes. XP, yes. No, I don't always visible. Numeric, yes. That's what I wanted. The numeric. That's what I wanted was numeric. Numeric XP bar. XP bar. I'm going to put my level down over here, out of the way. I'm going to put my burnout on the same side. I mean, it's kind of weird setup, but I just want it out of the way, you know? So one thing about this, you have to be able to want to fiddle with your config to make things work out the best for you. And since these things are forever going to be on my screen, let us make not such a dumb lookout. Right now, Affinity Earth, by the way. That's what's on the bottom right screen. You see a little Earth. That's a little flicker hit there. Actually, mine is flickered away. But you see in the bottom right screen, you see like a little Earth ball spinning around. That's because I'm mostly Affinity Earth, because I have an Earth spell. Each one of them does something. I forget exactly what each one of them does. It's kind of weird, but they all do stuff. I know some makes you more resistant to certain things and more to certain. Yeah, it's kind of weird. The more you use something, the weirder it gets. But I know you can even mine priests with this, I think. Yeah, see. It works here. There's a fancy new tree. I know that's not right, but I did it. I remember that forever now. But now that I've done this, I should have some points because I am level 3. Maybe I should have some points in here now. Yes, I have 2 points, which is fantastic. And I should be able to do some other spells. So I should be able to go into maybe, other stuff. I can get summon. What kind of spells, though? I really would love to have. I want the crazy spells, which I don't even have because I have to make the unlock spells, which I'm gonna have to look up. I can't remember how to unlock the insane spells if they're all here. So that's one thing I need to look up too is the crazy insane spells. But we want to unlock projectile and we want to unlock physical damage, I suppose. Missing requirements. I don't know what the missing requirements is, but I went ahead and unlocked pretty much projectile, which basically can shoot magic missile, a very weak, pathetic magic missile. But I'm going to go ahead and get another spell on the go. I'm going to get the light spell on the go, so we need another book and quill. And let's go ahead and make some bookcases. Bookcases. I'm going to make a couple of these to go above my table. that good? Alright, so there's my bookcase. I don't really care about it touching my table, but yeah, let's move this. I just popped a hole in my house. Let's fix this real quick. Right there. Alright. So we have these, you know why? Because over here, remember this original spell we have. It's still a book. Which means we're gonna have to store it. So we're gonna store completed spells over here. Completed spells, actually we're gonna take Diggy and we're gonna put all the completed spells starting from the top down. So there's Diggy, top shelf, done. So we need to go ahead and put this in here. So we're gonna have touch. And we're also gonna have no, we don't want touch. We want projectile and we want light. Alright. And we want whoops. What the heck's illuminate. Elimination. There you go. Alright, let's see what we need for this thing. A whole bunch of weird stuff. Cherry Blossom, White Room, Snowball, Arrow, Ventium Dust, and Blank-Room. So we should have all this stuff. Or we should be able to grab them. This is why I grab the flowers and stuff like that. Because I know I need them. I also want to get a spell book. I want that, but it's not going to happen. So I'll make a spell book real quick. And this allows me to store my spells. And we should be able to scroll them. I forgot how to scroll them. I don't know I can move them around, but it's a place to store them. That way I don't have 1,000 spell parchments in my hotbar. So we need, and I need Snowball. So I just have 2,000 from the chickens from before. So I'm going to dump a lot of this stuff on here. And I remember White Rune. How did you get in my house exactly? Did I leave my door open? Where did he come from? That's weird. Where the heck did you come from? Did he come from there? No? That was weird. I haven't had a zombie happen in my house for a long time. How did he get in my house? I'm so confused. I have a very well lit house. So Rune. I don't know. That's weird. So we need a White Rune. I got distracted by the fact that I got attacked by a zombie. That just randomly appeared in my house. I don't even know how he got in here. Not concerned. There must be a spot. There must be one spot he can spawn. Arrow, Ventium Dust, Cherry Blossom. Arrow. Blossom. That's why I picked up all these flowers. Torch and Ventium Torch. Torch. So I'm going to make a Ventium Torch. I seriously have 0 sticks. Alright. So, torch. I need some torches. I need a Ventium Torch. I should have stuff to make Ventium Dust now. That's why I had that ready. And of course, last but not least, spell parchment. So we're going to have 2 spells by the end of the day. in our lovely thing. I have no idea where these zombies are spawning. Hmm. Unless they spawned on my table and wandered over there. That's quite possible, actually. Illumination. Okay, so let's kick off this process by tossing in a rune, and then it wants Vintium dust, which I did not bring with me, probably because it used what I had in my inventory. Probably, I don't know. Uh, Conveniently, there's a Vintium dust. So we're gonna have two spells by the end of the day. One that should shoot out light projectiles. Arrow is next, and then a snowball, and then white rune. The flower torch, Vintium torch, and last but not least, the spell parchment. And we can make a light spell. We're gonna make this little weak, little tiny. Oh, I'll do this one right here, and we'll have illumination, and this should, yeah, it shoots light projectiles. See? And I'll probably use this more than I'll use anything. So we're actually gonna like light the crap out of this thing. Why? Because I can. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be better than the blood lamp. Because you can also get like a blood lamp in blood magic. That's a blood lamp. You use blood instead of like magic. But this is cool. This is what's fun. Just being able to fly around and place magical little dots everywhere. They just glitter. They're so shiny. Oh, so shiny. Okay, anyway, that is a start of lovely Ars Magica. Now, the trick is to level it up, essentially. I'm actually going to put illumination up top. Yeah, you shift and roll. Okay. I was like, there's a way you can shift, but you shift and you select. Okay. But the deal is now I need to level up. So I need to get higher level. So that's the thing. That's why I wanted to get started. I wanted a couple episodes out on Ars Magica, which I have. I got a couple episodes out on it. So now it's leveling it up, which I can do off camera, so I'm not boring you with all the lovely tedious stuff. Because I also need to select a couple of things in here as soon as I can. I think I might have a point. I do. I need mana regen boost. That. Okay, so that lets me regen mana faster, which should be much helpful. That's probably how he got in there. I probably left that door open at one point. So that'd be much awesome, much wow. See, I have mana already built back up again. So now I have a magical torch, a magical light source that I can pop around, and I can go dig holes in the mountain to level myself up. This will probably level me up more because I'll be utilizing it more than I would be the other one. So that's the thing. Because I'm probably going to light the crap out of my property. I don't have to use torches anymore, which is the most fantastic thing. Because torches sometimes are very, very ugly, especially on the outside of buildings. Because you have to think, this is going to I'm mana. This is going to make the outside of my buildings light up, hide monsters, but you know, what if you're going to die? This remove all your spells first. But, that's a thing. But I think I'm going to leave it here. As I said, I'm going to work on some other. I'm going to work on leveling it up off camera because it's very tedious to level it up. It's just basically you go dig holes in the ground, or you shoot a light projectiles. Probably dig holes in the ground because it's very, very cheap to dig holes in the ground. So it's kind of like that. It's just a thing you do. You dig holes in the ground to level up. I'm already level 4. That's one thing. You have to think it's 100 for a light projectile, or it's 12 for a digging spell. So pretty much you just float in the air, dig a hole, do another one. So it's infinite possibilities of leveling up versus that. So yeah, that's the thing. So right now I'm just doing this lovely spinning with boats because it's fun. But anyway, we're gonna get out of the boat and just let it float away because I don't really care about it. But anyway, this is a good place to stop it for the moment. And as I said, we'll come back to Ars Magica once I'm higher level and we can do fancier spells that require me to use, fancier means and mana and essence and stuff like that because I need experience. But there's tons of stuff in Ars Magica because there's also, let's see, here's where it talks about flickers. Look at them. Look how cute they are. Anyway, as I said, there's tons of things to do. I have to make. Where are they? Let me find one of these things. Flicker habitat. I'm trying to find one of these components, shapes, mechanics, achievements, imbuements. I can't remember the actual. I can't remember the name of them. Crystal phylactery. Anyway, there's like a thing that you have to actually give. You have to give your thing essence. Essence refiners. Obelisks. That's what you have to do. You have to have an obelisk to. There you go. Here you go. This is what I wanted to see. Wow, that kind of messed up, didn't it? But the obelisk, this is completely messed up. But anyway, this is a thing you place down. And it gives you essence. I think it's making my game like die. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it here because apparently it's crashing it at the moment. Because you can, I don't know if you can see my mouse. I think I have my mouse. Yeah, I have my mouse. I think it's crashing it. Yeah. So don't load this page on this thing. Just exit out of the book. Come on. Yeah. Well, anyway, it's a good place to end it then. So just freezing because apparently it's trying to crash. Yeah. But I'll see you next time when I'm working on something else. Maybe we'll go back to blood magic for a little bit and finish off the blood altar. Yeah. But this is all for now, and we'll see you next time. Bye.